Hey there, Penguin Nation. Brett Torrey, Director of Alumni and Parent Programs here. First day of classes today. Actually, the first full day of sports, and we're out here to continue our Meet the Coaches series for Penguin Nation. And today we're out here meeting with Coach Ince, our cross-country coach, and also our head track coach. But so good to have you back, Coach.
Thank you.
How are things going?
They're going well so far.
Good.
Excited for the first day of practice.
Excellent. Tell us a little bit about yourself first and foremost before we get into the team a little bit. You've been at Cushing for a while and coaching this program.
Thank you. So I actually started at Cushing in 2000, but I didn't take over as head of the program until 2001. So 15th year, I guess.
15th year, and coaching track and field here also.
That's right. So I've been doing track and field since my first year here.
Yeah. Yes. Excellent. How did preseason go? How many runners did you have in camp, and how did your preseason go?
So the numbers weren't as large as I would have liked for preseason. It was a single-figure number. I say 8 students we had. But the good news is, since then, there seems the word has spread.
Great.
So we have, I'd say, about 20 students right now, by my count, who are here for the first day of our regular practice.
Well, that's good then. Some of your other runners that have been here have been spreading the word, I'm sure, and that bodes well for what they're hearing about your program, that they want to come out and give it a try.
And one thing about our program as well is, in the last few years in particular, we've had a number of international students who've been part of our program. So for some of them, it's a bit of a challenge to come back early for preseason.
Right. But once they get here, they kind of get in the fold and
they come on out.
Excellent. Excellent. Tell me a little bit about your staff. You've got a couple assistant coaches working with you this fall. Who are they?
Right, so Bill Wenning is back. I don't remember the exact year, but he's been...
Turn of the century, I think.
Turn of the century. He's been with the team for a very long time.
Yep.
So he heads up what we affectionately refer to as Charlie Company within the team. The cross-country team is an interesting team. We have some runners who aspire to run at the college level, and then we also have people who are just trying a sport for the first time. So we really try and accommodate people of all ability levels, and Charlie Company tends to consist of people who perhaps are, just trying to see whether or not they can get in good shape, maybe for another sport. So Bill Wenning is back with us, and very excited to welcome a new coach to our staff, Alex Slayton. She's actually local, so she attended Oakmont Regional High School. She ran there, and then she competed at Springfield College. And since graduating from college, she's also, I think, competed for a club part-time, and she continues to race on her own. So she has a wealth of training and racing in her background.
Great. When you mentioned Charlie Company, and you think about cross country as being a sport that's kind of a life sport and kind of something that somebody can pick up, and if they enjoy running and fitness, it kind of just translates into further in life and that kind of life sport mentality. The one thing that I love about it is when the gun goes off, nobody's sitting on the bench. Everybody can participate. That's what's a beautiful thing, I think, about cross country, and like I say, just instilling that life sport. You compete at the NEPSAC Class B level.
Correct.
Approximately how many meets do you have?
This season we have 7 meets on the schedule currently. Depending upon how things unfold in the coming days, we may add another meet. At all of the meets, everyone competes, as you pointed out. At the very last meet of the season, we place our top 7 runners in the varsity race at the New England Championships, and then we can run up to 13 runners in the junior varsity race. Before that, however, we kick off the season with a very nice, gentle introduction to the sport. It's the Darefield Invitational.
At Deerfield.
It's a very flat course. It's actually not scored, and the races are separated for 9th and 10th graders and for 11th and 12th graders.
Great.
From there, we head to Northfield, Mount Herman. We have an invitational there where Exeter will compete, Loomis Chaffee competes, Kimball Union Academy competes. There may be 1 or 2 other schools that I'm forgetting. That's a very different sort of a course. It's hilly and rolling. Besides that, I'd say the Shaler Invitational later on in the season. So we go out to Williston, Northampton. That's right. It's a fast, flat course. Usually our runners can expect to run their fastest time of the season right there. And it comes a few weeks out from the New England Championship. So
great. Great.
Yeah.
So you've got a good mix of meets and invitationals and stuff.
Besides the invitationals, we also have a few smaller meets. We usually have a dual meet again for Winchendon School. We alternate between competing at Winchendon one year and competing at home one year. This year we're competing at Winchendon. And then there will be a few races where we compete against 2 or 3 other schools.
Yep, great.
Yeah.
In closing, I want to highlight something pretty special that's happened to your program as of last year in the running camp scholarship that Mr. O'Connell, a friend of the program, put together last year that endowed the program with a $25,000 running camp scholarship. Tell us a little bit about that, and I know we had our first runner this year.
Yeah, we did. It's a very exciting opportunity, and it's already beginning to pay dividends. So this year we had one runner who attended camp at Princeton University.
Excellent.
It was a 5-day camp. It's his 3rd year on the team. His name is Stuart De Leon. He's actually one of our captains.
Yeah.
And he came back from first of all, he went into the camp having prepared because he knew that he was going to be surrounded by a bunch of people who are serious about their running. So he was running before he got to camp at the beginning of August. And then once he was there, he had the opportunity to hear from former world-class athletes such as Alan Webb, who holds the American record in the mile. The camp was run by Jason Vigilante, who's the head coach down at Princeton University and who has coached many world-class runners. And he also had the opportunity to, share experiences with other high school runners.
Sure.
So he's come back and he's expressed to us that he learned so much, he enjoyed his time there, he wants to share a lot of what he learned with the rest of the team.
Great, and we hope in years to come that we can spread that scholarship out between 3 or 4 runners, 5 runners even.
So the idea is to be able to send 2 or 3 runners, maybe more, to camp each summer, and it doesn't have to be at Princeton. There are cross-country camps which take place all over the country, literally, each summer. So
great opportunity. You know what else? It's a great opportunity to expose those kids to college campuses and also get them possibilities for recruiting opportunities.
Sure.
So that's great. That's great. Well, thank you for your time today, Coach.
Thank you.
Appreciate you carving out a little bit of time. I know you needed to get over here to practice, and we appreciate being able to spend a few minutes learning about Cushing cross country.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.
Penguin Nation, we'll see you at the next stop. Meet the Coaches series continues. Take care.